Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jared Lazerson. He's the CEO and president of MGX Minerals. Best of the season, Jared.
Hello, Jim. How are you?
We're doing great. Jared, you've spent a very busy holiday season jetting back and forth between Vancouver and Calgary. Can you tell us what was accomplished?
Well, we're having a very exciting time right now with our lithium extraction technology. It looks like that's almost ready to go for deployment. So that's 750 barrels a day lithium extraction with the clean water byproduct, which is a great offshoot of our lithium extraction. We got a bunch of other things going on as well. We just acquired a battery research and development company near commercialization from a large mining company that was I guess getting back to their core business and wanted to get rid of this asset. Looks like it could be the lowest CapEx, lowest OpEx battery, really zero OpEx battery in the world for mass storage. Doesn't really apply to vehicles. Doesn't really compete with our lithium interests. But the battery doesn't contain any lithium, cobalt, or anything fancy. So low cost for mass storage, heavy, not super mobile. But really a core fuel cell technology, not hydrogen, but really relying on low-cost zinc oxide. As well, we have a couple other exciting things going on I wanted to mention. Our magnesium mine, our magnesium property project is almost done with PEA, long awaited. Been working on it the better part of a year, and we're just finalizing some market information and should be able to get that out this month, although we've been promising that for a while. I think we're good to go. We had to do a lot of process engineering and really get things tight in terms of the pit design and those basic elements of the mine plan in order to get that done. And then the final piece, going on long-winded here, but the final piece is that we're ramping up our silicon projects. We have a large number of silica properties in BC, a very high grade, 98%, 99+% silica quartzite, ideal or potentially ideal for silicon metal production, and then with a long-term goal of being able to supply. I don't think we'll produce it ourselves, but supply that silicon metal to the solar silicon industry, which is requires a very, very high level of purity, but is that mass environmentally friendly market of solar, which really dovetails into our investment now in low-cost mass storage. So we want to supply the silicon for the solar. We'll see if we have the purity to do that. That's really a metallurgy issue, and then have that kind of dovetail into mass storage, because mass storage without solar and solar without mass storage really is only a half step in terms of independent, really site self-sufficient is really kind of what we're going for here, industrial, commercial, residential, but really reaching site self-sufficiency in terms of alternative and more progressive forms of energy.
Jared, could you give us a bit of a background to MGX for new listeners?
Sure. MGX started off as an industrial minerals company. Our main project historically is the Driftwood Creek Magnesium project. That is 8.3 million tons, includes measured and indicated ore, grading 43%. That's a compliant resource. We've drilled that out. We've completed geotechnical drilling, and we've done initial metallurgy and process design, and that is now in the preliminary economic assessment phase, which we expect shortly. After that, we will then likely proceed with initial permitting activities, or further the environmental and other things that are required for permitting. So that's the background on where we started. Where we are now is a diverse company involved in a number of advanced materials: magnesium, lithium, silicon. These are all commodities we see a great future for. We see no reason why the demand out the long term will not continue to increase. These are advanced materials, battery materials. So we've now developed our own proprietary technology for extraction of lithium, whether that's mine tailings, natural brine like in South America, or petrolithium, which is the wastewater from oil. That's a division that we've developed and a partnership we developed with a company that we're acquiring, Pure Lucid Technologies. And as well, like I mentioned, we just acquired a company called ZincNix, which is a stationary mass storage company focused on low cost mass storage for like I mentioned, all forms of energy, but really focusing on renewables such as solar and wind.
Jared, on what platforms is MGX traded on and under what symbols?
We are traded on the Canadian Securities Exchange, CSE, under the symbol XMG, on Frankfurt in Germany, 1MG, and in the U.S., OTC QB under the symbol MGXMF.
And how can people get more information about the company?
Website's the best spot, forms on the website, or info@mgxminerals.com.
Jared, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you, Jim.
I'm Jim Goddard. We were speaking with Jared Lazerson, CEO and President of MGX Minerals, on December 27th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.